Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm back with another story time with my family. And as you guys can see by the title, this is the time where my boyfriend tried to rob us. And this is not clickbait. Like, we actually were about to get robbed one night. And come to find out, it was my boyfriend. I know, right? I took him real good. So we're just going to tell you guys, we're going to try to remember all the details about what happened that night. Because it was so long ago. It was like, I can't even say, probably like over 10 years ago. So we're just going to try to remember all the details about what happened with my sister and my big brother and the little baby. Let's just get it right into this story time. On our way to a party. And it was me, my sister, my brother. We was meeting.
It was a house party.
Yeah, it was a house party.
It was a house party, and it was on Hayes. I remember that.
Right. So we're going to call our friend whose party it was. We're going to call her Autumn. So we was on our way to Autumn's house party. And as we were on our way to Autumn's house party, we had to walk there. And we probably walked... It probably was like a good mile away from our house.
No,
like
it was longer than that.
Miles.
Yeah, it was way long. I'm about to look this shit up.
On foot.
So we had to walk. They said we had to walk like 40 minutes. So we started walking to the party. It was me, us three. And we already had some people like that we was going to meet there because we had moved from the area where the party was. So we pretty much knew everybody who was going to be at the party. And we were meeting all of our friends there. So we get to the party and, you know, we're just having fun, having a good time. We see all of our friends. And I don't remember much of the details about the actual party. Do y'all remember?
Nope.
No.
It must have not been a real party.
Y'all don't remember?
No,
we
I
got
remember.
there. I remember we got there, and it was like a small party. It was a handful of people. It was nothing spectacular because that's why we left.
Okay.
That's actually why we left because there wasn't nothing going on.
Now, I do kind of remember when we left. Was Dion with us?
I think it was either Dion.
No, it was us three on the way back.
No,
Yeah,
it was somebody else. Yeah, it was
and then
either
they broke
Dion
off away
or
from
Tori.
us.
Okay.
It had to either be Dion or Tori.
They had...
broke away from us because their house came.
So basically what we
ours.
were doing, where we were dropping people off on our Chevrolet.
Right.
Chevrolet.
So we were on our Chevrolets and we had, you know, after the party was over, we started walking to our destination and we were with another person and their destination came before ours. So they stopped walking before us and it had to be about, because it was dark. It was dark outside.
It was late, probably 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was.
Between 8
And it was
10.
it wasn't summer.
It was after 10. Was it summertime?
Yeah, it was
It
summer.
had to
Remember, we
be,
didn't
yeah.
have coats
Jackets
on.
on.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't have coats on, so it had to be summer. So it was probably in the summer. It get darker early, right?
Earlier, yeah.
So yeah, it could have been like 8 or 9 o'clock. So we just walking home, and we had like a 45-minute walk. I was about to say a 45-minute drive.
I'm about to see how long.
Yeah, say an hour.
What
It say-
about 40
Right,
minutes?
We was on foot for about 40 minutes.
Yeah, it say it was an hour from where we lived to where the party was. It says 59 minutes walking. So we were walking for a good while. And if you from Detroit, you know you cannot be walking at night in those type of neighborhoods that we were walking in. And before, like when we were younger,
It was okay.
It was okay, but obviously it wasn't okay because we still almost got robbed. So like nowadays, you cannot, that area that we were walking in, you cannot walk in that area without A, getting robbed, or B, hearing gunshots, like getting chased by a dog. It's ruthless, it's reckless in that neighborhood. So it was like we were walking in a real dangerous neighborhood, and we were young. Like It's just my older brother and his two little sisters. We were just walking from the party, you know, just walking, minding our business. Cell phones weren't a thing, so we didn't have cell phones. Did we have cell phones?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
cell phones were not a thing. Like, I think
I think we did have something. We had to have something.
I was about to say you might have had.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You had that Boost Mobile,
the church,
and it was blue with the little wood grain on the front. That's what you had.
860.
We didn't have a phone.
Because I didn't want to get that bitch up.
Yeah, so we didn't have cell phones, but he did. So, and I think like if you ran out of minutes on your phone, you can chirp people. So
I'm pretty sure the viewers know about the free nights and the weekends.
Yeah,
you do.
We all
know.
know. Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
was like. Yeah, free nights, weekends. Y'all know how it went. You
Like,
run out of
don't
your
call
minutes,
me.
you can still Boost Mobile, hit the church, still
chirp,
get a
right. If you want to perk, you can turn it all the way down and you can be chirping like you on the phone when you was really out of minutes. So he had a cell phone and we just walking up the street and we had a long way to go. Like we had a 45-minute walk.
We
And
was
it was dark
we
out.
was halfway there.
Yeah.
We was halfway to the house. And from what I recall and what I remember, I'ma just say we were walking south, going towards the traffic. So, in a sense, we on the side of the street where the car is gonna come from behind us and go forward.
Right.
You know, driving. You know, it's gonna go forward. I remember I seen the car to my left kind of like go past, and then they did like a loop around, and that's when I kind of knew, just like instincts growing up in the city. Like you see something like that. I mean, that's just anybody. You see somebody or you see a car slow down when they get next to you, and then they go up a little bit and turn around real fast. You're gonna be like, oh,
Automatically, like
you know, ethics. Run.
But me and my sister obviously was retarded because he started peeping everything and we was still walking. Like we didn't realize what was going on.
The reason I said I'll never forget it, because I remember I seen the car, they turned around, and then two guys hopped out in the distance.
But remember, we were walking. Remember we was at the split between Kelly
halfway. Yeah, we was at the
They pulled up into the parking lot.
Yeah,
and then he was like, y'all need to start running.
I was like, just run.
He was like, y'all need to start running, and we was like, no, we not leaving our brother. We not running. So we didn't start running. Like me and my sister just like,
if something happening to our brother, it's happening to us too.
Like, we not running. So he like telling us like,
run. I'm like,
need
just
to
run to
just
the
run,
house.
just
Like,
run
go.
home.
Like, I'm going to figure this out. So we get close enough. No, it's dark. It's late at night. We get close enough to kind of be able to see the face. Like, you know, when you get face to face with that person and just imagine the reaction.
Imagine their reaction, but my reaction when I saw was my boyfriend.
And then the first thing he said, "Oh, we was about to rob y'all." Like,
and I was just standing there, when I tell you, I was just standing there looking so stupid. Like,
no,
I wasn't relieved. Like, okay, but we were still about to get robbed. Like, we thinking this whole time we about to get robbed. So,
and you got to think this back in the day.
I think the boy, because another boy got out the car with him.
It was two guys.
Let's call my boyfriend
Bingham.
No.
Nah.
Let's call him
Caesar Cat.
Grandpa. Let's call him Grandpa.
Why we can't think of no cool name?
And his
He used to
friend,
call you Grandpa?
he used to call him Grandpa.
Damn.
So Grandpa and his friend Albert, let's call him Albert. Albert, I remember Albert got out, and then when Grandpa started walking up to us, I think Grandpa had a gun. I think Grandpa and Albert had guns.
I think they did. I can't really recall shit. I was like, in that mode.
Like, what was he gonna do? He didn't have a gun. He talking about he was in that mode.
I gonna book on it. If y'all would have went left, I was gonna go right.
And then they would have chased me and shit.
While we trying to wait for him, he talking about he was about to book on us.
This was before like GPS. all of that. So you just like, what's the random
This had
chances?
to be like, what year had this had to be in?
It was.
It'd probably be 20.
Remember, we was still in high school. Was you still in high school?
Yeah.
So it had
was
to be like 2008.
No,
2007.
It was like 6, 7. Cause Arthur was about like what 1, 2.
Well, in that case, it had to be like 2008.
Don't touch me.
Because we started high school in 2006, right? 2007.
I don't recall.
Y'all
7,
started
8, 9, 10. We started high school in 2007. So it had to be like 2008 when this happened.
Yeah.
I would say 2007 because I wasn't that girlfriend in high school. So it had to be in the summer of going to high school.
Okay. So yeah, around the time
it was 06. And you know how I know for a fact it was 06? It was like 05, 06. We moved on the VAR in 07. And it was right before we moved.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like 06, like 05, 06.
So it was like just
2006.
2006. Like cell phones just started coming out. Internet wasn't out. Like Black Planet probably was the social media that all the people was on. Like he was on Black Planet, but
Crush Spot.
we was too young to be on it, so we would be like hovering over him to see him on Black Planet. But it was around that time where it was like nothing really popping. Like only thing that was going on was like kids being outside and having a good time, and you would hear about crime. Yeah, it was like the good days. Like it wasn't like
just
how
go
it is
outside
now.
and walk and not worried about getting robbed by your sister boyfriend.
So we was like, we was walking, and then Grandpa and Albert Grandpa and Albert walked up to us, and then he's like, what he said, the first thing he says was
like, we was about to rob you. He said something. Did they at least give us a ride?
Yeah, they did. They gave us a ride. So we were just standing there like looking stupid. Like, well, what were we supposed to do?
Right, really kind of mad. Or dang, I can't say that. Really mad.
But relieved. We were mad.
Like upset but relieved. Like
that, okay. Because we really thought we was about to get robbed. Like when you in a moment of about to get robbed, you don't know what to think. You don't know what to do. Like, it's fight or flight. So I guess we was gonna be fighting because we didn't right. run. So we obviously were gonna start fighting,
or we was gonna
get shot
up, like Red did to Devo when he took his chain.
Period.
My grandma gave me that chain
because we didn't start running. My brother clearly told us to start
but
running.
We didn't. What the? We didn't have
as many times as I've told y'all to run away from the danger.
Like what the did they think they was gonna get?
That probably was it. Was the phone?
Yeah, we didn't have money. Like we barely had jobs.
We clearly was walking, so we couldn't even catch the bus to the party.
Right. We didn't have nothing. So, Grandpa, if you watching this, and I'm still like really good friends with Grandpa. So, Grandpa, if you watching this,
be dying laughing.
you and Albert weren't gonna get anything from us, and we didn't have much to give. So they did give us a ride. And they took us home. And when we came in the house, I'm like, Ma, guess what? We just almost got robbed. And she was like, what? And I was like, but it was Grandpa. And she was like, what? I'm like, Grandpa just tried to rob us. Like, and we still talk about it. Like, me, my sister, my brother, we still talk about it to this day. Like, even when I haven't saw Grandpa in about 3 years, maybe 2 or 3 years. I used to always remind him, like, you remember that time you almost robbed me and my sister and my brother? Like, it's so crazy. Like, we seriously were about to get robbed that night by my boyfriend. And thank goodness, it's like,
chill.
Thank goodness they did not rob us. It's like, what was the odds of someone actually about to rob you and then it turns out to be your boyfriend? Can you see if the the red light is even blinking?
Once they dropped us off, they forgetting about this part. They dropped us off and we got home and we told our mom what happened. And she pulled up pictures on the computer and she was like, oh, that's crazy because I picked out y'all obituary picture.
Right.
Reckless. Oh,
Start showing us pictures that she picked out for our obituary because we shouldn't have been walking that late.
Well, she should have had one to pick us up from the party.
We probably ain't had no business going to the party if we walked that far.
Yeah, we used to have house parties like around this time back in high school.
That was
we were known for having the best. Like my brother and his friend were known for having the best, like the hypest house parties.
Yeah, them house parties.
We used to have so many house parties, like dark in the basement, and they got the strobe light going, and upstairs our mom used to cook chicken, and they used to even be the door ladies. Like they used to collect the coins. Oh, we just used to have a great time, like every Friday when we used to have a house party. Drinking, of course, we weren't smoking, but like we'd go to school and people would be like, yeah, are y'all having another house party? So around this time, like house parties were safe to go to. You tell somebody you want to a house party now, you might as well sign your death certificate, because 9 to 9.5 times out of 10 is going to get shot up. So last time me and my sister went to a house party with our cousin, it did get shot up, and we were actually like, we can see the fire coming off the gun. That's a whole nother story time. But don't do house parties. Kids, if you watching this video, don't go to a house party. My little brother's sitting right here, and he want to go to house parties, and he want to go skating, and it's just a different time now. Like, it's 2020. It's a whole new decade, and it's so dangerous. Like, if you think it was dangerous now, like in 2006, just imagine how dangerous it is now. Like, you can't even walk up your own street without being a victim. So, yeah.
I'm just happy
you
to
can't
say
even sit in your own house, because it be violence inside the house. People be slapping you and stuff like that.
Well, they should not be stupid.
In this case, I was happy that we was blessed.
Blessed is what we
and
are.
Fortunate for that event, even though it was a sour event.
Because my brother was going to leave
turned
us.
out to be a good thing. So.
My brother clearly said he was going to leave his sister.
Chevelle was a scary cat, so she probably would have sat down and started crying.
That wouldn't have robbed me. That was my boyfriend. That would have robbed y'all. So that's the story about the time where my boyfriend tried to rob us. We got so many other stories we can tell, like a time where we got jumped by like 80 people at skating.
Yeah,
and then they pull out guns and knives, and my cousin start stabbing somebody. Like, we can't make this shit up, y'all. We got so many stories we can tell. Oh, that's the story, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in again.
You stupid.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like my story times. I'll probably be uploading more story times with my family. I don't really do much. Well, back in the day, I didn't do much by myself because I had my sister and my brother. Our little brother wasn't born yet. But we had so many story times we could tell you guys, like the time where me and her... No, we're going to leave that for a different time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in my next video.